the one thing is, I hope that the Japanese laws do not find a way to say this is a loophole. We don't like you doing this, because they're still technically paying, even though they're paying the people to put on a performance and run and pay for the venue, which I think is great. I'm just scared they might try to say this is a loophole. We can't let you do it.
And we just got some news this past weekend about the lineup for EVO Japan 2024. And also an update on what it's going to be like. So first, we're just going to go down the list of the games. Talking about Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, it's in there. I'm sorry, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising is in there. Strive, King of Fighters 15, Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6, Under Night, or just basically Uni 2. And those are, I would dare say, the usual suspects, right? Would you agree?
Yeah. I mean,
all right.
That's perfect the way it is already, unfortunately.
Yeah. All right. Well, and finally, we have the retro. I guess they're also doing a retro game this year, which, unbeknownst to many, Third Strike is coming back. And Japanese Third Strike, let me tell you, when I first went to EVO Japan and I went to an arcade and I saw these dudes playing, they were like, "Do you want to play?" I'm like, "Hell no. Did you see what Makoto just did to that dude?" No, I am not. I am not getting in there and getting my face wrecked in. I am cool. There was another arcade where some dude just beat me up, and he was like straight out of like on his lunch break, I think. So yeah, I'm listen, I am down for straight up EVO Third Strike goodness, straight out of Japan. You know, there are arcade heads that probably don't have to travel. They just walk there and just like show off and show the competition what it's all about. And I am super excited to see that. I don't know about you. What do you got to say about this lineup? How do you feel?
I mean, I'm particularly, there's only a few games I'm going to watch here. Guilty Gear is not on that list, so you could throw that right down the drain. I will not watch that. Street Fighter 6, I will probably also throw that down the drain. I just don't have any interest in what I've already seen in the Street Fighter Japan League, which I think is kind of already a really good, strong precedent for what we should expect. And also watching Street Fighter League on North America side, or just US. Plus, it's just one of those things you kind of know who's at the top, and if you're seeing people play really well already, you're probably going to expect the top 8 to be around there or top 16. So that's cool, right? I'll probably maybe watch a little bit of top 8, but Third Strike definitely a given. Third Strike's going to be super hype. I hope they do Teams Third Strike just for the hell of it, because it's the retro game. It's only more exciting if they could do that maybe Saturday night into whatever, right? So as an exhibition, fun team tournament thing, I will 100% be watching Grand Blue Rising. I will 100% be watching Tekken 8. And I will 100% be watching Uni 2, because those are the games, like major games. I like KOF, but I'm gonna be real with y'all. That shit is long as hell. So I'm good.
You don't like?
If I catch,
you don't like
I'll catch top 4. I'll catch top 4. I'll catch top 4, and that's gonna be like 2 hours long. So I'm good. I don't need to sit there for like, at least 16 hours just watching KOF, which is gonna take forever. But no, I do want to see a lot of.
You don't like Cronin Mirrors, man? Come on.
I mean, there's not that much of that. It's a little bit. I prefer watching Iori.
Yuri's, I mean, nobody's using Yuri.
Are you serious?
He has a TOD, sure, but it's like
K. Have you seen K?
Yeah,
I'll watch if there's a K player. Yeah, I'll watch.
But ain't no K. Ks are susceptible to dropping combos. They're not making it.
How dare you say that? Whatever, man. Whatever. I'm not gonna get into that. All I'm gonna say is, you watch whatever you watch. That's cool. But I'm definitely watching. I will definitely be watching Tekken 8. I mean, we probably will. I don't know if we're gonna watch something together. But Tekken 8 is kind of one of the big ones. I think people are going to be really curious about watching to see who kind of comes out as, EVO Japan's champion, because it's a new game, new flavor to it, new excitement. So I definitely want to see that. I feel like some of these games outside of that are a little not as important. So like Under Night's not that important, but it's really big in Japan, right? Grand Blue, not the biggest because of the COVID situation, but it's getting back to being bigger. So I think for me, those two games kind of take the cake for like the two big games, and then Third Strike, I'm like, oh my god, I'll take Third Strike any day. Although I would have liked to see CBS 2 there.
Yeah, or even Marvel 2. I wonder if they're ever gonna go back to wanting to run Marvel 2 like they were gonna go for 2020.
I don't think in
even though,
I don't think in Japan they have it like that. I don't.
Like, but just in general,
I don't know. I feel like there's more Third Strike and CBS2 players. Tons of CBS2 players. I wish they would have did that because they have like on the Acho and I forgot his name. Bass. Yeah, Bass. Shouts to Bass.
He's always played.
Great channel. He has these big tournaments and we always get to see them. So, and there's always either new players or returning players. There's tons of them, like 30, 40 plus. So yeah, I would like to see that happen. But yeah, man, Evo Japan's gonna be dope. Surprised you guys aren't going this year.
Yeah, well, a good friend of myself and Crash Tag has have a wedding to go to, so that kind of took over. So, yep, things happen, but that's okay. However, there's one thing also about Evo that I wanted to bring up was that EVO Japan actually is going to be a paid event this year. So in the past, it's been a free event due to different things. So I'll just read up real quick of what Mark Julio said. Mark Man, of course, I use his whole name, my bad. So he said that EVO Japan has been a free to enter, participate, or participate since the first one in 2018, which I went to. We are able to do a ticketed tournament event for the first time in 2024. While this is a big change for the attendees, especially in Japan, it will help from the organizational side, especially with the number of buys and no-shows for the tournament. That is something that we've seen a lot, that there were a lot of no-shows. People would just register because it's free and they just couldn't make it. Or now this time you pay, you basically, you're paying to be there. You're in that time period. So it says we are looking forward to this new change of competition and hope to improve the tournament experience for everyone that enters. Not only that, we are also focused on delivering a better event experience as a whole, having events other than the competition, and giving people an opportunity to do more at the event has always been difficult to balance. This time we're working on things similar to the Artist Alley in Las Vegas, but not the same, museum experiences, and the cosplay competition, which we announced earlier this time. So I'm thinking that the Artist Alley might just, maybe there's a different way that they can actually, they probably can't have like artists. I don't know exactly how they would actually be able to do that, or if they're limited in those ways. So maybe that's why he said, but not the same. And there's going to be a lot more news in the coming days, weeks, and months. Really thankful for the publishers and developers coming out together to celebrate fighting games with the community, and let's do our best. So yeah.
So
what's up?
I'm actually interested. So what's really cool is the way they're trying to do it, which I think is smart because you already set the prize pool. So nobody's gambling technically, right? They're giving the money away. Now, the other thing, which we see Japan do a lot, Korea does it, China does it, don't enter to play, right? Now, them saying ticketed, for those who don't understand maybe, when they say ticketed tournament, that means it's almost like going to a convention. You're not paying to enter the specific game. So you could probably enter everything, but what you're entering is to pay to be at this convention. And it seems like that's what they're going more for, is a convention style, which we've seen EVO over here turn more into a convention style a little bit more and more each year, which the last year was super convention-y. But the one thing is, I hope that the Japanese laws do not find a way to say, this is a loophole, we don't like you doing this, because they're still technically paying, even though they're paying the people to put on a performance and run and pay for the venue, which I think is great. I'm just scared they might try to say, this is a loophole, we can't let you do it. It's only fair.
Yeah. So I'm on the site now. Yeah, but I'm on the site now. Apparently it's like spectator and competitor. Each one you click, if you go to spectator, it takes you down to the list of all the passes. There's a weekend bundle, 3-day, a 2-day, and a 1-day. So there's Saturday, Sunday, and apparently Monday's on the list too. That's interesting. Now also, if you go to competitor, there's a weekend bundle 3-day. It's Sunday, Monday, Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or a 2-day pass. And the 2-day pass is like, for a competitor, is 5,000 yen, which is that $50. And the 3-day, for the 3-day bundle, there's a premium, which is 13,000 yen. one that's regular, which is 9,000 yen, and the standard is 7,000 with free seating or standing. Okay. I mean,
That's very weird.
Yeah, and then the spectator one looks like it's the one to, of course, go for. I mean, it looks like the premium and designated and regular, all those standard seating areas. I guess that's for the finals. Yeah, I'm sure it's be more specific in those things there. So yeah, sounds about right. Okay, yeah. Listen, EVO Japan, paid event. You pay to be there, and you know, be there.
Yeah, you can possibly walk away with something at least. And who knows? There's probably other stuff to do there. I mean, it's Japan, right? You're not going to just stay there, but it seems like they're giving you a convention for those days. So take extra if you need it outside of that. But this seems like it's going to be a very nice event that might embrace the whole culture of just Japan in one slot for I would say more touristy type of environment, right? That's what they kind of go for. So I think that would be really nice if they can structure it so that people who don't live in Japan can get a little slice of Japan if they're only there for a few days to experience just this event. But yeah,
I would be down, but again, you know,
too short.
Some other time.
Too short a notice.